The BBC has agreed to pay Sir Cliff Richard £850,000 towards his legal costs within 14 days, following his privacy case against the corporation. A judge ruled last week that the BBC had infringed the singer's privacy in its reporting of the South Yorkshire Police raid on his home in 2014 and awarded him £210,000 in damages. Sir Cliff was never arrested or charged as part of the investigation.It comes as the BBC seeks leave to appeal against the High Court ruling. The BBC has apologised to Sir Cliff for the distress caused, but wants permission to appeal because it argues the judgement could threaten press freedom. The judge's findings included that Sir Cliff had a right to privacy while he was a suspect in a police investigation, trumping the broadcaster's right to freedom of expression to publish his name and cover the raid. Barrister Gavin Millar QC, leading the BBC legal team, told a hearing on Thursday it was appropriate for the corporation to pay legal fees incurred by Sir Cliff. The £850,000 may not be the final total for his legal fees, but Sir Cliff is being given it now to pay his lawyers.The singer's lawyer, Barrister Justin Rushbrooke QC, did not give an overall figure for how much the case had cost his client, but Sir Cliff told the trial he had spent more than £3 million. The BBC is also going to pay £315,000 to South Yorkshire Police for legal costs.Mr. Justice Mann ruled in favour of Sir Cliff, 77, following the trial in London. He concluded the BBC's coverage, which involved a helicopter filming the search at Sir Cliff's Berkshire home, had been a very serious invasion of privacy. Police officers had been investigating an allegation made by a man who claimed he was sexually assaulted by Sir Cliff at an event at Sheffield United's Bramall Lane in 1985, when he was a child. Last week, Mr. Justice Mann awarded Sir Cliff £190,000 damages and an extra £20,000 in aggravated damages after the BBC submitted its coverage of the raid for an award. The BBC must pay 65% of the £190,000 and South Yorkshire Police 35%. South Yorkshire Police had earlier agreed to pay Sir Cliff £400,000 after settling a claim he brought against the force. On Thursday, the BBC's Mr. Millar outlined his permission to appeal arguments in a written document, saying there was a compelling reason for the case to be heard and that it had a real prospect of success. The BBC's Director of News has said the ruling could have an impact on press freedom. Speaking outside court last week, Fran Unsworth admitted the case had had a very serious impact on Sir Cliff, and there were things that could have been done differently. But she stressed that even if no footage of the search had been broadcast, the very naming of Sir Cliff would have been unlawful, according to the judge's ruling.